It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up is Robert Tonyan. He's coming off a successful week catching the ball, 125 yards. It's the Blues and the Bills on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today is week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Blues of St. Louis. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 13 carries, 69 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Now 2nd and 5. Another run with Mitchell. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st down, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. throw out wide, going to be incomplete. And he was looking for Elijah Mitchell out of the backfield. But now it's third down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, Brissett. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mitchell. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Brissett now. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Blues will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this one is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force it right down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Brissett sets to throw it. And incomplete, and dropped there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's Brissett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Brissett throw complete here on target to Tunyon. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw, Brissett. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Brissett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly, and forcing incompletions.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Brissett again. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. This 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Brissett. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing. Brissett. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Brissett. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD. Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 19-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 10. Brissett. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play fake. Brissett. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On play action, Brissett. And he will find his man, Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Give running right is Mitchell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. second down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1-yard line. Brissett now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out. And the Blues go up by 2 touchdowns. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here come the Bills. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to come from...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Brissett. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Fighting Knox there, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. And now a throw on first down there, but It's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Traquan Smith, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied. We just saw a terrific first half from the well-traveled veteran, Jacoby Brissett. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Here's Brissett. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Blues have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, nice move. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Now Allen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Allen on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That's quickly out wide to Davis. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
At the 42-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. To throw is Brissett. Out left to Dotson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing. Brissett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 58 yards rushing forward in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, Brissett. Touchdown! Cole Turner. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Blues are able to stretch out their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Once again, it's Mitchell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Allen. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 3rd and 14. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Allen, got to have this one. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Quan Martin. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. short side of the field. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run over center with Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Here's Brissett. That one complete out to Dotson. So he stopped for no gain, and now it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now Brissett. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Bates. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Blues look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's fielded at the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the counter, Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Call that a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Running left, here's Mitchell. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Mitchell here. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.